President Duterte is calling for universal access to safe and effective COVID-19 vaccines. In his speech before the UN General Assembly, the chief executive said no country must be left behind by reason of poverty or perceived unimportance. Duterte also pointed out that all countries understandably adopted individualistic responses at the start of the pandemic. Indeed, nations closed their borders, ordered travel bans, and adjusted trade regulations to adopt a protectionist stance in the face of dwindling resources. And while these measures were necessary, Duterte lamented that it drove societies apart.
This pandemic demands the opposite response: enhanced cooperation. Our first priority is to strengthen the capacity of health systems. Without a cure and a vaccine, we can only delay the spread of the disease while we reopen our economies. Life-saving services and products must be made accessible to the most vulnerable, the most to the least.
In his taped address to the very first UN Assembly on the pandemic, President Duterte urged other world leaders to pave an inclusive path towards recovery, saying that collective action is the only way out of this global health crisis. For now, he is urging UN member states to boost the capacity of their health systems while the world awaits the full development and distribution of an effective vaccine. But once that becomes available, Duterte says he hopes that no country will be left behind. Recall that the chief executive earlier allowed the FDA to issue emergency use authorization for COVID-19 vaccines and drugs.
If any country is excluded by reason of poverty or strategic unimportance, this gross injustice will haunt the world for a long time. It will completely discredit the values upon which the United Nations were founded. We cannot let this happen. No one is safe unless everyone is safe.